Every little lamb gal with a little lamb pal, you'll find us all doing the lamb of woe.
Mary, all alone in the moonlight, I can smile at the old day. Don't cry for me, Argentina, and still I dream he'll come to me, that we will live the years together.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
Happy day, oh happy day, oh happy day, yeah.
Direct from London's West End, the world of musicals is bringing the very best of musical talent and theatre to life on Australian shores. Coming to our stages very soon, you'll hear the big production numbers, the big songs from the biggest of shows. Shows such as Mamma Mia, Les Mis, Jersey Boys, Evita, Singing in the Rain, Miss Saigon and many, many, many more. The international cast includes my next guest on the program. Ciaran Olohan is joining us now all the way from Ireland. Welcome into Melbourne.
How are you?
I'm
Thank you
doing
very
well,
much for
Ciaran. How are you?
Oh, good, thanks. Great. Looking forward to getting down under.
Well, yes, you were telling me off air that you're in the last stages now of rehearsals. How are they going?
Very well. I mean, the whole cast is sort of beyond excited now at this stage. We're sort of the majority of the cast have never been to Australia, so it's making the tour an even bigger opportunity for everybody. It's just everyone can't wait.
Have you been here yourself before?
Yeah, believe it or not, I was in Victoria 10 years ago.
Go on.
Yeah. I was part of the Irish Surf Lifesaving team. We took part in the International Surf Lifesaving Championships, which were held in Geelong and Lorne back in 2006.
So very different to singing, of course, when you're competing in something like that on the water. Well, you went to a great place down in Victoria then, around Geelong and all the way around the shores there. Fantastic beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we spent an awful lot of time on the Great Ocean Road there, all the way down to Apollo Beach and up to the 12 Apostles.
The 12 Apostles,
a great
yes.
time.
Did you walk out and see
Yeah,
those?
so,
And yeah, had a lot of fun.
We did, yeah.
Well, you'll be the tour guide now for the rest of the crew, aren't you?
I don't know. I certainly remember a few hot spots, a few night spots that I'd like to return to.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm really looking forward to it.
so you never got to sing when you were out here 10 years ago, just beached.
No. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When I was young and foolish.
I think you're still pretty young. Don't worry about that. Foolish. I'm not too sure. Ciaran, this is going to be a great show. You're a singer and an actor. You've done so many things over a very short space of time, I suppose. When did you start out in your career?
I suppose I've been at it professionally. I've been working about 10 years now.
Have you?
But I mean, my love of music has really gone back as far as I can remember. I'm very lucky to come from quite a musical family, so there's never really a time where I can't remember music being in the house. I was brought to shows when I was a kid. I was really exposed to it from a very early age, which definitely attributed to my love of singing, of performing, of acting now. And I mean, I'm just so lucky to be singing some of the great hits that I went to when I was a child, and kind of only dreamed that one day I'd be able to perform them on amazing stages all over the world.
Well, you mentioned something in there, and it's very, very true. There's something about musicals, isn't there? You hear these as kids. Look, one of the first musicals I can remember buying, and in those days it was on tape, and it was Oklahoma. I was into musical theatre for many, many, many years before that, but the very first as a kid, as a teenager growing up, was Oklahoma, and those sort of memories do stay with you, don't they?
Oh, they really do. I mean, sure, one of Australia's own, Hugh Jackman, really put Oklahoma on the map in more recent years. I mean,
my word,
such a great show. But I mean, there's so many.
We have just lost our call. We have lost it online. So what are we going to do? That's such a pity. Look, we'll put this on hold for a second, and I think Ciaran may possibly phone us back in 1 or 2 minutes. So we'll wait, and what we might do, I'll let you hear a song. And this is one of the songs from Phantom that you're going to hear as part of the production. That's one of the shows I'm sure you're going to hear, Phantom of the Opera, and it's just a great show. Ciaran's back on the line with us. We had to drop out, but he's back there. Ciaran, that's one of the great shows too, isn't it? Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and of course, it's one of the greatest hits included in World of Musicals. I mean, the great Lloyd Webber showstoppers. I mean, Cats, Phantom of the Opera. I mean, everybody knows and loves them. So, I mean, as well as these big hits now, what we love about World of Musicals is that we're bringing a huge genre together for one night's entertainment, where we have the stalwart hits like Phantom, like Cats, like Les Mis, but then we're kind of picking from the newer musicals such as Lion King, Wicked, Jersey Boys. So our hope when we bring the tour to Australia is that we have something for everybody in the audience, where you'll go away humming your favourite tune of the night, or remembering your favourite costumes, your favourite dances, your favourite harmonies. It's something that we really pride ourselves on, that we really try and connect with everybody in the audience.
Well, that's what I was saying to you before we got cut off accidentally there, and I was saying how the musicals mean so much to us. They're very, very uplifting. Look, I can recall going to Jersey Boys, and you come out of the audience there, the show had finished, and you'd be toe-tapping all the way home. There's just something about them.
Absolutely. I mean, and I suppose it's a newer style of musical theatre in more recent years, such as Jersey Boys, Mamma Mia, We Will Rock You. I mean, the material is there that we know and love, but it's put together in such a new and refreshing way that I think it reassures some audiences who wouldn't necessarily have such an extended knowledge of musical theatre or whatever. It reassures them that, okay, I know this music, but I'm experiencing it for a kind of a different way, a new way, for the first time. So again, like, there's something there for everybody, where you have your the hits of ABBA, the hits of Queen, the hits of the Four Seasons. It's really something, and we can guarantee you'll be tapping your toes on the way home.
How do you go about choosing the songs to perform?
Well, it's an interesting question. Our creative team has been working behind the scenes here for the last number of months, and we've taken the show all over the world, whether it be America, China, Germany, the UK, and we try. One of the things we try to tailor our set lists to, I suppose, the appropriate countries, and that's something that we've tried to do with Australia. We've kind of researched what has been popular in Australia in the last 20 years. What would people like to hear? What maybe haven't they heard in a while? So again, like, for instance, we do a great section from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I know is quite popular in Australia.
Oh, it's huge.
We have Tenterfield Sadler from Boy from Oz,
wonderful,
which we hope down well. So we've tried to tailor it. I won't give everything away, but there's we have tried to tailor our set list to really cater for all aspects of taste in Australia.
You mentioned Peter Allen's song there, Tenterfield Sadler.
Yeah.
There's something about that song, and no matter when it's performed, there's an emotion there, and you'll find the audience will be in tears.
Oh God! Well, we hope so.
There's
I mean, it's great.
Yeah, there's a
fantastic song.
Huge emotion to it. You sing quite a variety of music, from folk through to operettas, and of course you've got your own band, haven't you? What do you really prefer?
It's a question I often get asked. I mean, I've played in the smallest, dingiest pubs you can imagine to the grandest opera houses you can imagine. I mean, I returned from a 2-week tour of China on Sunday, and I was in Beijing, in probably one of the biggest theatres in the world, the Beijing Centre for Performing Arts. I mean, I was standing on that stage just in awe. And then a few weeks ago, I was playing in a pub in my hometown, and it's hard to differentiate, because I suppose my performing is so great. I'm not going to say I'm happiest in one area, but I have to say performing with World of Musicals and this style has, I suppose, it's always been a great passion of mine, going back as long as I can remember. So.
Your training would have been then in opera, wouldn't it?
Yes, yeah, I was classically trained in the Royal Irish Academy of Music, which is one of Europe's top vocal academies. Then I worked in London, and I worked in America also, just on, I suppose, workshops, trying to hone a bit more of a craft. But my basic training was in Dublin.
In opera, yeah.
So, which is
And your band is called the Daily Howl, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Where did that name come from?
Um,
We've lost that line again. Goodness, we're having no luck in Dublin. I can't believe we keep losing the line to this poor man. We're talking to Ciaran Olohan about the musicals that are coming out to Australia, and they'll be here in Melbourne. Now, we may have lost that line permanently. We'll wait and see. But they're going to be at the Frankston Arts Centre on Friday the 24th of March. Then at Eastbank Centre at Shepparton on the 21st of March. We've got various dates here. The 17th of March, Her Majesty's Theatre in Ballarat. We've got the 18th of March in Bendigo, and the 19th at Geelong, the Geelong Performing Arts Centre down there. Now, again at Frankston, the Frankston Arts Centre, Friday the 24th of March, and the booking phone number there for Frankston is 9784 1060, 9784 1060, 9784 1060, and you can do it by that. We're back with you, pal.
Well, Lee, a thousand apologies. I'm so sorry. The line is just so treacherous here. I apologise greatly now.
That's all right. We've lost it a couple of times. I was just promoting there the times and the shows and where you're going to be performing at here in Victoria. I noticed too you're going to be performing in Geelong too, so that'll be almost a homecoming for you.
Yeah, absolutely. How are the Geelong Cats doing these days?
All right.
Okay,
You'll be here when the season starts.
Oh, good. I'll try to get to a game.
You'll be able to go to a game, yeah. My jolly word, yeah, you will be. So
we got a tour of the stadium the last time we were there, and I believe it's been
renovated since then. Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful now. You have to take your cast members down there too. You were telling me about the Daily Howl. How did the name come about?
Well, we're five childhood friends. We grew up listening to the music of the Beatles. We'd be big Beatles fans. John Lennon being a particular favourite of all of ours, I think. And he actually wrote for a sort of a magazine when he was in school called The Daily Howl.
Did he?
So in the struggle, in the great struggle that it is trying to think of a band name, I suppose The Daily Howl was one that we thought we were being very clever at the time. But,
well, I don't think anyone else will have that name. No one else at all. Now, what songs are you performing for us personally in the world of musicals?
I'm performing "Love Changes Everything" from Aspects of Love.
Oh, beautiful!
I suppose a great hit, a great song that everyone knows and loves. I'm really looking forward to. I'm performing a duet with another girl from the cast, Rebecca, from a new Irish musical called Once, that was written by Glenn Hansard. So that's kind of bringing a bit of a folk element into the show as well, where I get to play the guitar live. It's a lovely duet, and it brings a different aspect to the show as well, where you're leaning away from the classics and going towards some new material.
Very nice. Very nice.
So yeah, I mean, there's another. We've got a big treat where we'll be performing "I'm Australian" as well. I get to sing that, so that's a big treat to be able to sing that in Australia.
In that beautiful baritone voice of yours, eh? Can you give me a couple of bars now? Can you do a couple of bars? Are you warmed up?
I couldn't possibly. It's nearly midnight here in Ireland. So,
you'll wake the neighbours.
I'll be thrown out.
And then you have to come and live in Australia permanently. This is going to be a great show. It's called The World of Musicals, and again, I've just highlighted where you're performing at here in Victoria, but we'll go back to the Frankston Arts Centre, which is very, very close to us. You're here on the 24th of March, and the booking phone number 9784 1060, and in Geelong, one of your homecomings down there, Sunday the 19th of March at the Geelong Performing Arts Centre, and the booking number 5225 1200, 5225 and 120. Ciaran, nice to have caught up with you. I hope to be at the show to see you there. Have a safe trip out here, and I hope the rest of your planning goes very, very well to you and the cast.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me. I really do hope to see you, Lee.
Great to catch up, pal. Take care, please.
Great.
Okay, bye-bye to you.
All the best.
Ta-ta now.
Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.